Hey guys, it's Mr. Summerall. I'm just going to go over doing a primary and secondary infusion for you since you guys don't have a whole lot or no hands-on experience right now. So first of all, I'm going to take my primary fluid. I'm going to check my orders, check my water against my orders and see if I have a compatible piggyback with my primary fluid. Right now I have normal saline. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. Just get the care messages there. And then I'm going to have my secondary. We're going to say that this is Levaquin or levofloxacin because this is a 250 bag and that's what levofloxacin comes in. So I'm going to hang that up. Do I have the, no, I don't have the phone. I'm going to take my primary tubing. And you'll notice that I don't have a garbage can around because it's sort of gross to prime your stuff over a garbage can. So I'm going to insert the tip in here. I'm going to go ahead and push that, the chamber. Hit your phone, Peter.
There you go. Oh, it's on there.
And I'm just primed it into the bag right here. I'm going to go ahead and just hang this up here while I get my secondary prime. So you can do this two different ways. You can go ahead and you can put this through the pump and connect it to your patient. Or you can do like I'm going to do. I'm just going to open up my secondary. I'm going to take some alcohol. I'm going to swab that port that's up there. So it's going to go in. Making sure that it doesn't touch anything else. As I let it hang there. I'm then going to hand prime. So I'm going to close the clamp, and then I'm going to hand prime this. The reason that I hand prime this is because if you back prime, you're going to be adding fluid into this bag. That could be problematic if you're doing an antibiotic like piperacillin, tazobactam, or Zosyn, because if you add this much fluid into the bag, remember your volume to be infused is already set. So if you can hand prime it, try to get into the habit of hand priming. So you insert that, squeeze the chamber, slowly release this down to where it gets down to the bottom. And then it's already primed. So I've already cleaned the port over here. I'm going to go ahead and attach that on. At this point, I'm going to be touching the patient, so I'm going to go put gloves on really quick. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
So now I've re-washed my hands. I'm donning a clean pair of gloves. I'm going to go ahead and open the pump right here. I have all my trash. I'm going to put it into my trash can. Making sure that I do not drop this on the floor. I'm going to insert this into the chamber, pulling tightly right there, pulling up to make sure that's above, and then I'm going to close. At this point, I would scrub the hub on the patient, connect this piece to the patient because there's nothing that can go to the patient right now because this is locked. So we'll pretend that this is connected to the patient. I'm then going to hit the system on. Okay, we're going to say new patient, yes. We're in the ER. we'll pretend we have a patient number. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, confirm. Okay. Now we're going to hit channel select. We're going to always go to Guardrails IV fluids. This is a quality improvement portion that helps the pharmacy maintain that. So you're not going to see normal saline in here. Remember that. You're not going to see lactated ringers. What you're going to do is do maintenance fluid. So let's say our order is for 125 an hour. Our volume to be infused, we're going to put it 950. Instead of hitting start, we have a secondary that we're going to do. So we're going to hit secondary. Our drug was levofloxacin. We've checked this. Our dosage, our concentration that we're doing is 750 milligrams and 250 mLs actually. So we're going to change this in a minute. Pause that. Okay, so our concentration is actually 750 milligrams and 150 mLs. Our person just brought us a 250 bag. So we're going to hit next. We're going to make sure that our secondary is set. It's supposed to go in over an hour and 30 minutes because each 500 milligram can go in over 1 hour. We're going to hit start, and then we're going to make sure that this is unclamped and that we're unclamped here. And we're waiting for it to drip. So I've done one thing wrong. I'll lower that down. Okay, now we're going to look to make sure that we have a drip. Okay, we're getting an error, so it's checking us to get occluded. So we're going to start down at the patient. I had it cramped right here. So we're going to hit restart. And now we should see a drip. Okay, so we're dripping right here. I'm just going to pause it because I don't want to get myself all wet. So if you're doing this is called the Y site right here. So remember the Y site is, you'll see that in your drug book for compatibility. So some drugs are compatible. If you put anything at the Y site, you would have to have another pump right here to be able to run it with it. A lot of the time, sometimes what we'll do with the Y site, it's a nursing judgment. So if you're running a magnesium or a potassium medication that's a supplement that's intravenous, sometimes that burns the patient. Same thing with vancomycin. So what you can do is you can pull a 50 ml bag, put it on a pump next to it at a rate of 10 mLs per hour, Y-site it in, and it'll lessen the burn that the patient feels. This is something that you do not have to have an order for. You want to be very judicious in doing this, because in patients who are fluid overload compromised, like renal patients or congestive heart failure patients, you don't want to fluid overload them. So just be very judicious and make sure it's only going when the medication's going and you shut it off immediately. Okay, next video we'll work on doing IV pushes. Okay, thanks you guys for joining.